Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. We are going to be doing the Elementalist and Soothinger's story mission this time. I thought we'd just have a very quick look and see if we can afford any upgrades. I suspect not, because everything is expensive and we are poor. However, it's always worth taking a little gander just in case. Hey, we can upgrade Singing Arrow with a bit more space, or Throw Voice. Throw Voice with a bit more area. That is worth it. That is definitely worth it for a bit of extra. Cool, I'm happy with that. Okay, so the Eternal Champion. Could Swagger be behind the assassination attempts? Got to kill all enemies in all rooms, lose if the Elementalist or Soothsinger is exhausted, and this will give us the Skull of Hatred. Villagers of Summerwell know Cursekeep well, and they know well to keep as far away from it as possible. There have been rumours for centuries about explorers going missing, strange weather patterns in the area, and the sounds of explosions or mysterious lights up on the peak. In short, it has the name Cursekeep for a good reason. With some trepidation, you leave for the keep, but you know this is something that has to be resolved, or the Soothsinger will be in permanent danger. After following an old paved road winding its way through the mountains, you come to the keep, a jagged tooth jutting up from the rock face. The drawbridge is up, and there's no way you can see to bring it down. It's at this point, you try calling out some passwords. Swagger! Mudshoot! Temple! Gods! Nothing obvious works. You exhale a collective sigh, and as you turn to head back to Summerwell, the Elementalist suggests the strange symbols you found near the portal. He draws them in the air, and the Soothsinger plays them on her lute. Suddenly, you hear grinding of stone behind you, and the drawbridge falls open. Seems the quest is not over yet. Okay, the Elementalist will go for Streamliner, and the Soothsinger will go for Scrambler. I don't think either of those are particularly likely, but let's see what this is all about. Keep is freezing inside, but seemingly silent until a voice booms out. You've released the lock. This is better than I planned. I only wanted you dead, but now I will be free. As the voice goes silent, undead and demons materialize and attack. We need to push forwards. You must be in a later room. Okay, we've got 2 other rooms to go through. This guy is a bit of a problem. So let's see what we're going to do about taking him out. If we're going to get one of our songs out, it means we're not going to get one of our abilities out. The songs are less useful when there's only 2 people. So it might be more worthwhile for us to do a throw voice, get them disarmed, and potentially melody and harmony so we can move up and do a little bit of damage. That's just difficult terrain there. It's not unpassable. That's going to be a little bit slow, though. So in terms of what we could do that's going to be really helpful, Crystallizing Blast will get a nice wound going on all of them. And Encompassing Shadow could buy us a little bit of time. Yeah, let's do that, and potentially we'll kick up fire and air so that we can do a Shaping the Ether next turn. We don't really need the Pierce at the moment. Although if we generate cold, we could do Stoking Hail. But we'll start with this and see how it goes. Okay, we are moving slightly faster than them. going to move 4, so he is going to come in and he's going to target 2. So if we get right up in his face, he won't do that. I don't think he's going to come around us to try and hit it. Oh, this is going to be painful. Tank! We could go invisible, but then that's just going to put the Soothsinger at risk. Okay, so... Fire, storms, and it was earth for target 2. We will utilise those next turn. Oh, he is running around. Well, that's annoying, but it's fine. That's gone really luckily for us. Disarm them for next turn. And we'll come over here and get a shot back on you, I think, seeing as they're both already wounded. Do we want to steal construct? Not yet. Although it's pretty beefy. And they're both disarmed, so it'll get at least one turn of hammering. Okay, shaping the ether. We don't need to go quickly. So shaping the ether will be our main thing. And then burial to do more damage. Disorienting Dirge will curse and bless. That's great. And we can get a bless on this as well with tuning the outcome. But I think I prefer to get more curses on the enemy, so Singing Arrow. Oh my god, Steel Construct. What? Well, that's a bit less useful, but it is what it is. Get another curse out. I mean, I'm definitely not going to complain if it decides it wants to do that. We may as well consume everything because it's all there to be consumed. We should probably back away one though. So clear and undo. It's going to die. Skip the push. No reason to move it further away. That is not how I thought this was going to go. Okay, tuning the outcome will move us into the next room. Provoke Terror will let us get some stuns out. We need to get into that room. We don't have a lot in the way of fast movement. So let's move up a bit with Stoking Hail. And do we have any reasonable ranged attacks? Not really. So let's pass some time with Infernal Vortex. Steel Construct, you're going to do what you can. Let's open this door. I've spent generations preparing for this moment to gain my revenge on the one who trapped me here. You are in range for a curse, so have a curse, my friend. And then Provoke Terror. I think hitting these two is going to be the smart choice. We like the curses. We definitely like the curses. Okay, Ice Spikes will get a wound out on you. And we can do Winter's Edge to heal up ourselves, or we move in a bit and we hit him with Winter's Edge, which is just going to be a big solid hit. Echoing Aria will allow us to put on some Retaliate. That's probably worth it, actually, especially with a range. And we'll do Defensive Ditty as well. Okay, they're going to come in and do some nasty stuff. So here's the Retaliate. Yeah, if you're going to come in and do some hitting and healing for target 2, the Retaliate's not going to be helpful, so we don't want to give you access just yet. Let's stick the aura on for the moment. It's a bit painful, but it's fine. You've gotten right in the way. That's really unhelpful. Ice Spikes, get a wound on him. And we'll get the healing out. Don't like the amount of damage. It's not great. Ooh, Simulacrum. Big ranged attack. Attack 5, that would be. Let's do a long rest on the Soothsinger. Wind Demon's going to go invisible. We don't care about that. We're going to try and go invisible. This guy healing up is annoying. But overall, we're going to end up better off. So, let's do a big hit. And we'll loot one while we're here. Steel Construct, step on in. He's a big boy. Let's lose. God, I don't want to lose any of them. They're all useful. Let's lose Defensive Ditty. Okay, we'll do a short rest on the Elementalist because we need to move up. In this room, first of all, we go quick with Soothing Lullaby. You will move in. 1, 2, 3. They're too far away for Disorienting Dirge, but they are close enough for Throw Voice if we move up. Or close enough for Provoke Terror as another option. Let's use Disorienting Dirge and Provoke Terror and we'll get stuns on them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have anything that's going to move us 4? Yeah, Crystallizing Blast will do. And then something that can attack at a reasonable range. Stoking Hail. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Stoking Hail would work. Good job, little stompy boy. We'll just step closer so we can actually attack next turn. These guys are all nice and stunned. Right. Move in, grab the money. And we'll get what hit we can out. think we're going to want another simulacrum hit. Now we can only consume one thing. Okay, what do we have that's going to be worth it? We could go relatively quickly. Okay, if we're doing healing with Winter's Edge, that will give us fire for the following turn. And we could do Encompassing Shadow to make you invisible, depending on what's happening. Or maybe we just keep moving up carefully. I do think the healing is worth considering. But when we're done in here, we'll do a long rest anyway. Winter's Edge is attack 5, range 2. If we move up to here, yeah, Infernal Vortex to move in, Winter's Edge to attack. That's what we'll do. And over this side, we're going to go quick so that our friend can try and do some solid smacking, and we'll get Singing Arrow out. Or throat voice. Get the disarm. Once again, I feel like we don't need that disarm. But we're going to do it anyway. So have that, and we'll step up towards the money. Elementalist. Step around the edge. Speaking of the edge, Winter's Edge. It's a great hit. Okay, we're going to start moving in towards that. So Burial Simulacrum. Tuning the Outcome and Singing Arrow. It's not worth walking over the pit for. Difficult terrain, sure. Death Pit, no. Let's get everyone blessed at least. That's going to help out. Ice Spikes, Gravel Vortex, and Long Rest. Steel Construct, you're not going to move any closer. Okay, it's time to lose Disorienting Dirge. Alright, if we move in slowly with Tuning the Outcome, we could potentially get a Provoke Terror out, but it might not be needed. So let's hope for a Singing Arrow and see where that lands. We'll do a long rest on the Elementalist so we get our staffs back. Open it up. What have we got? Ooh, they are quite close. Time to kill the last descendant of that meddlesome bard Melody. Here we are, face to face at last. Okay, so big guy, he's just going to move and attack. These guys, they're going to move and attack. Guy at the back, he's going to move and attack. So really, there's a lot of moving and attacking going on. Maybe I should have done the stun. If we step back, there will be more opportunity for things to actually reach. It all depends on whether that guy's going to be summoning people or not. too bad. Okay, we want to get rid of probably Gravel Vortex. And if we generate at least one thing for next turn, we'll be able to do the Simulacrum hit. Okay, let's try and go quickly. So we're gonna disarm them, I think. I think disarming is the smarter choice. Yeah. And Melody and Harmony to get a little bit of ranged attacking in as well. As for these guys, Simulacrum for the big hit. And we could do a little bit of healing with Winter's Edge. Which would mean we can then get out Ice Spikes next turn. It's a bit slow, but we'll see how it goes. Frost Demon is doing some shielding. He's going to consume our fire as well. That's a bit of a pain. That is definitely not what I was hoping for. So I guess we're going to do Winter's Edge instead. Oh, they've not come close enough. Do we take the retaliate damage? We could step back one. Let's step back one. This is not really how I anticipated it going. Oh, come on. The frustration is real. At least the curses are working. I'm just worried we don't have the damage output we're going to need. Big hit from the construct. Let's rotate that. There we go. As for the damage output, they're all on about the same survivability. So let's just go this guy behind. Okay, that was all right. Is he just hurting us? Oh, that's horrible. Do not like that one iota. Okay, again, they've kind of messed up my plan. So we could do Burial and hit two of them pretty solidly. But that's one of our big... This is it and then it's done. Let's do Crystallizing Blast and we'll get some wounds out on them. And we'll try and stun them up a bit. Nice hit construct. That's really handy for us. We can also heal up the construct a little bit. So you're going to do some ranged attacking and pulling around. You're going to move and do a joint combination thing. Yeah, so I think hitting you two with the stuns is going to be the best bet. Crystallizing Blast right in there. Maybe I should have stunned those two. And we can move in and block the door. No, let's not go invisible. Because you're going to suffer some retaliate damage. Ow. I'm just going to burn ice spikes, I think. Or, yeah. Okay, this guy, he's not immune to wound, he's not immune to poison. So getting a wound on him early and consistently is where we're really going to need to be doing stuff. He is immune to stun, however, so this stun is going to go on one of these two. Short rest on the Soothsinger. Don't lose Soothing Lullaby. I feel like we need that. Which we are going to use right away. Soothing Lullaby and Provoke Terror. Unlucky Steel Construct. You did well. Okay, heal up here, because that is the most urgent, and stun out here. One, two, three, four. He's going to come over here, so we could just back up and wait for him to come this turn. Yeah, if we back into this corner, he'll be one space away from us, which is probably the ideal place. Unlucky, but this will die before it has a chance to act. Okay, what do we have? Soothing Lullaby can help. Soothing Lullaby would let you heal every single turn. And that's probably going to be more... don't know if it's more useful than the Retaliate. Melody and Harmony and Singing Arrow, you're immune to Curse. Tuning the outcome. We're going to get right in there and do what we can. Short Rest. Sure, lose Stoking Hail. We can get a wound on this guy. So Winter's Edge is a solid hit. Burial is a solid hit. Winter's Edge. Big hit. Plus stun, but the stun's unfortunately wasted. I don't think there's any point in us going invisible. So painful. I don't like it. Step in. Give him a hit. And a disarm. That's useful. I did not see he was not immune to disarm. Get the bless out. Okay, can we blitz him down is the question. Infernal Vortex is at the right range. And getting a simulacrum in between us could be handy. But probably less so than I think. I think we need a short rest on the Soothsinger. So we know we can't stun him. He is, however, disarmed, so provoke terror to just do damage. Melody and Harmony to do damage because we might want to move next to him, and Singing Arrow to hit him. I think it's going to be better if we just focus his damage down as quickly as possible. He's disarmed, so we can ignore that. He will eventually come close to us. So, do the damage. And step in over here. Do we get the wound off on him? Probably better to just hurt him. Step in. This is going to be at a disadvantage, but it means we get to attack him on the top as well. And we got a wound. Oh my god, that was so lucky. Right, hit him with the Fueled Falchion. Okay. Can we blitz him down? I think we can. We'll do a short rest. Lose Simulacrum. That's fine. We're going to hit him with Winter's Edge. We're going to hit him with Burial. And we're going to do both of these. And hopefully we will do enough damage that he dies. It's a good start. Carry that on, please. There he goes. The undead captain falls before us. So, the only thing left to do is to steal the rest of the money. That is a victory. That is such a surprise. Oh my god. With a scream, the remains of Swagger fall to the dust on the ground. It seems the Soothsinger now has nothing to fear. Just about managed it. That gives us the Skull of Hatred, which I'm going to stick straight on the Soothsinger. It seems that Melody attracted Swagger to the same temple we did, and then employed a number of priests to create a spell of binding that only a bard could unlock. We may not have had much else from this quest, but I did find this skull on the floor. Not that I can search, so here you go. It gives me the creeps. Okay, we are going to put that in. Is it a hand item? There it is, Skull of Hatred. Lovely. And the Soothsinger has gained a level. So let's just pull up my list on the side. Now at level 7, we're not specifically picking up any cards for our final deck, so both of these are up for grabs. We've got Nightmare Serenade, which is a little attack curse on the bottom and curse one enemy within range 5 on the top. It's kind of interesting. And Booming Proclamation, target all enemies within range 2. This could be powerful, so let's go for that. And with that, I think we'll probably finish up there. I'm going to add, I think, get some Clamour in the deck. And we'll pick our party for the next time. Probably the Brute and Scoundrel. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have enjoyed it, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Gloomhaven Guildmaster. See you soon.